All right, let's move right to quarterbacks here. As you see, Derek Carr 80% available, Geno Smith 66% available. He's got the Dolphins in a game that Skylar Thompson will start for Miami. And Sam Darnold, a resurgent. Sam Darnold 87% available. He's got Houston. He's looked really good under Kevin O'Connell so far.
Yeah, 100%. So all these guys. But if I'm in a deep two quarterback league, by the way, and you're just like there's, you need, and Malik Willis was gone 2 weeks ago, that kind of thing. I will say that Tyler Huntley has been signed by the Dolphins, and we talked about this briefly yesterday, but I think there's a chance that he might start for the Dolphins sooner than later if Tua is going to miss extended time. And there's some fantasy value there because Huntley uses his legs.
Yep. With Geno Smith, he quietly, no one's really paying attention because the stats haven't been amazing. They are throwing the ball a ton in Seattle. And Geno Smith, his underlying stats, EPA per play, PFF grade, have been incredible. Like, he's playing like a top 5-7 quarterback in the league at the moment. Now he gets the Miami defense that just got eviscerated by Buffalo.
Yeah, and at Detroit versus the Giants as well. Next three lineup real nice for Geno. Your guy, Geno.
Geno's a top 10 quarterback in the league, the way he's playing at the moment.
Let's take a look at the tight ends here. And how about your guy, Hunter Henry, at the top here, Jay? He's got the Jets on Thursday Night Football. He's 76% available. Week 2, he had 12 targets from Jacoby Brissett.
Hunter Henry's a bad man, and I mean that in the best way possible. He's a red zone target merchant. And also, like, if he's going to get 12 targets, if any tight end gets 12 targets, then they should just never be on the waiver wire. So Hunter Henry will be available in a ton of leagues. He has established a rapport with Jacoby Brissett. The Patriots have just reached a level of baseline competence that I don't think anyone expected them to either. So Hunter Henry, can't call him like an elite option, but certainly shouldn't be available in any league.
I agree with that.
Mike Gesicki, Zach Ertz, Luke Schoonmaker.
Yeah, Schoonmaker is a little bit dependent, obviously, on Jake Ferguson, who, I don't know if Jake Ferguson's going to play this week, but feels like if he doesn't play in week 3, he's definitely playing in week 4. He was close in theory. I don't know how close he was, but there was a chance. He didn't get ruled out until actually on Sunday, so he's a little bit more dependent on that. But Gesicki has a 20% target share this season, right? He's gotten an end zone target in both games. 70% of his targets so far this season have come from the slot as well. Now, again, some of that is the fact that, T. Higgins has been out. They lost Tyler Boyd, but Gesicki, who's always been kind of this athletic move tight end, suddenly seems to have found a role in Cincinnati. So he becomes kind of interesting. I've talked about Zach Ertz ad infinitum. Like, again, as long as he's healthy, he's going to have a bigger and not as, he's going to be, I think what I tweeted out is like, you are going to be, or I wrote in my column, you are going to be shocked and reluctantly head to the waiver wire once you see how much Zach Ertz is used in this offense, which is what, I mean, he ain't great, but like he's second on the team in receiving yards and routes through 2 weeks. He has a 15% target share. We know he's a red zone target, and we know that the Commanders, given that defense, are constantly going to have to throw.
If you need a defense to stream this week, let me frame it like this. The Bucs play against Bo Nix. The Seahawks play against Skylar Thompson. And the Raiders play against Andy Dalton, which I'm not going to throw shade at Andy Dalton. He might surprise us this week. But
the Raiders looked better when Bryce Young was starting, but the Raiders can play good defense. And the Bucs and the Seahawks, obviously, those are fantastic.
Great matchups.
I think the Bucs are the one. I just think you want to go up against Bo Nix. There just seems to be no ceiling to that Denver offense at the moment.
In his words, I threw the ball to the other team.
Yes.
So.
Yes. The Seahawks, like Tirico Hill is still going to be out there. Jalen Waddle. That's a little bit more scary, even if it is Skylar Thompson, but I'm not scared about anything about Bo Nix at the moment.
No.
Dominate this NFL season with a Fantasy Life Plus subscription. Get weekly rankings, start sit advice, DFS analysis, and betting tools. Use promo code SEASON20 for 20% off. Go to fantasylife.com/rotoworld to learn more.
It's not just analysis. It is tons of tools that will sync your league and are specific to your league settings that will help you decide how much to bid on waiver players, what trades to suggest. We spent like over a year building these tools, and they're unbelievable. Hey, it's Matthew Berry from NBCSports.com and Rotoworld.com, and I want to thank you so much for watching whatever it is you just watched, or if nothing else, being too lazy to click out of the autoplay after this video started, after whatever it is you actually wanted to watch finished. But now that you're here, I'd like to take a moment here to ask you respectfully now, okay? I'm asking you respectfully to subscribe to the NFL on NBC YouTube channel. You'll get the latest Roto-World fantasy news headlines, all sorts of great shows, including my own Fantasy Football Happy Hour. So go subscribe now. Again, I'm asking respectfully.